Well, my family, I think originally from England, like the ancestors, like it's about close to 5 generations. Like, people came here and fish. That was the only mostly way of living for all around Labrador then was fishery. People never went to school in places, they just went to the fishing boats and made a living from the fishing. When I got home enough to go into the boat, that's where I went fishing. I used to stand up on the backs, cutting trouts and cutting the fishing net. So we didn't get much time playing around after we got older because we had to be in the fishing boat. If I wasn't there on the wharf, my father would be coming around looking for me. And they had to go and that was it. It was almost like a family business. The more fish you got, the better it was for yourself. Yes, I grew up around now. The house, we still own the house, it's still in our family, the one that I grew up in. Most of the time we played in the little small boats down there, and we'd be going around with a little small boat, towing around the grass and making it we're fishing, towing a boat around through the grass and have hemlock, cut that, split that open, salt that with sawdust. Salt it with sawdust and everything, make little paws of hemlock, salt it with sawdust. And then I see the girls going around in a little place even making mud pies and mud cakes and stuff like that. But that's the kind of stuff you'd be at when you're growing up around now, something like that. Well, in the 30s the fishery started to slack off a bit, and then the moratorium came on in 1992 and the closure of the cod fishery then and was just shut down. And a lot of people went into other forms of work, like myself now. I went to work here in 1991 just because we knew it was going to close in the next year, like, because it was hardly enough to get the income in 1991 at the fishery. So 92 closed, and that's when I went to work with the trust in 1991. The church was the first building that we restored. It was 20-something of us here, like, was trained. That's with the heritage carpentry course. But it was 3 or 4 of us that done the 9-month carpentry course too as well. Well, the church is in bad shape and the local people in Mary's Harbour didn't want to see it fall down. And that's why I got all this started, and then they got the money to do the whole site. Oh yeah, we were flat out every day then. It was 3 or 4 groups. There was 2 or 3 buildings every summer getting done. The 2 or 3 groups, it's like so many here in a group, 5 and 6 in a group, doing buildings, making windows. Some will be making windows, some more will be at the siding, some more will be at the shingle. That's the way it was. And the wharf was on the go-to as well. So everything was like, it was all done one time. Like, in line, the wharf was getting done, the windows were getting made, the shingle. Like, a lot of stuff was made here now. And we'd open for the public here in '97. Yeah, well, we do some furniture, like when we need the bids and stuff like that. We make some of that stuff. A lot of the windows are made here now. Just like if we get one broke, you know, well, we go and make the windows here. Some of the work that we do here, like this window here now, when we came in the spring, like this weather beaten and everything over the last few years, we got rotten and stuff like that here. And what we had to do, we took this one out, we got to make another new one just like it for to fit in the window. I'm still here working because they asked me to be tour guide then, so I came back here being tour guide, and right now that's what I do, give tours and doing the maintenance work and that around here. It was a wonderful thing when we got here, like, you get me wrong, I don't know how other people feel, but personally myself, I don't want to see this fall down. It's a good way, I think, to keep we got here because they're, like our younger generation now don't know much about it, and it's good to keep this up and going, and hopefully we can. If they like to experience the lifestyle down here in Labrador and the culture, everything that we got here, and what they had, the fishery, and that's mainly what a lot of people come to hear the history about the fishery and stuff like that out there. And once the head is out of the fish, you pass it over to the splitter. The splitter will take it where you call the sound bone. Sound bone is this part here. See where the bone is left in there? Mm-hmm. Sound bone from here, we cut off there to here. This is what they call the sound bone. And when you hold on to the round fish, you hold on to the fin here like this, the ground, and you're cutting your hand fish back. You're up there, you hand back forward, and you're cutting down, and the first cut will go down to here. And this side the fish will lay flat. It was once the fishing capital of Labrador, and about 75 80 mile radius around here, the people had to come and get supplies because there's the only place to get it from around here. These were called floaters. And then the stationers, like the stationers were from new parts of Newfoundland, the fishermen came down, and lived in huts and everything here all on the other side of the stickle and around on this side as well. They stayed here all summer and fished and saw all the fish in the stages and everything. And then in the fall of the year they left and went home. But they live here. This is where my family, like they were living here all year round. That's what they live here. They lived here all year round.
That makes sense. Yeah.
The main thing is a bit the cod fishery. And he wants to know how it was done and processed and the whole life story of that and everything that they fish here. They had a hard life here. And probably too, we get the taps for all these boots and that. No?
Wow.
See the taps on the boots there with the wore off.
Yeah.
I don't know none of the rest of them. And the history is there, like it's not only codfish and there's a bit of everything. Like I said, by the time you see how the history was one time, like people lived and stuff like that. But it was a wonderful experience for, I know, for people to come here to see it.
Who's going to tell all the stories when you're not here?
I don't know, someone's going to have to learn. Yeah, same as I did. A lot of the stories come from my family and my father and my uncles and stories, stuff like that.